Now, New Year's resolutions are an odd thing, aren't they? Do you practice them? Are you going to have a New Year's resolution? Are you going to have one? Are you going to have several? Are you going to have maybe a couple and just really focus on them? Because I think if you have too many, you probably won't hit the majority of them. So it's better to have one or two meaningful resolutions and really go for it with everything you've got, rather than just scattering around several and being a bit nilly-nilly about trying to achieve them. We all set New Year's resolutions to an extent, I guess, because it's the start of a new year. It's 27th of December right now, so there's literally 4 days of the year to go. And I'm starting to think ahead. I'm starting to now plan what I hope, my big hopes and dreams for the next year, for 2026. And I'm being very, very pragmatic, and I'm also being hyper realistic this time. I'm not setting any huge monumental goals that I'll fail to hit, as I've done previously. But I'm quietly confident that I'm going to turn a corner. And you have to be. If you set a resolution for yourself, it could be anything. It could be to get fit in a gym, to learn how to be a better husband, a better wife, if there's any women listening. I think the majority of my audience is skewed towards men in the 45 to 60 bracket, which brings me on to something I'm going to talk about in a minute. But it could be anything. You can just decide that this is going to be the year where you get hold of your life once and for all, and you stop the rot. You know, your life might be already in a good place. My New Year's resolutions next year. I'm 52 now, as I've said on previous videos. But most importantly for me next year, there's a big thing happening. My eldest daughter, Lara, is going to turn 18. Leap year, 29th of February was her date of birth. And I'm pretty fond of her date of birth because the way I interpret it, she was born by section as a premature baby on the 29th of February 2008, or 290208. How I interpret that is the original surveyed height of Mount Everest. Believe it or not, Mount Everest was 29,028 feet high for so many years, until it was then re-evaluated by GPS in about 1999 and had several feet added. Prior to that, 29,028 feet was the generally accepted height of the tallest mountain in the world. Now, for me, who was on a mission with that mountain, who was heading out to climb Mount Everest, and it was just my life goal to try and stand on the summit of that peak, how amazingly coincidental and how apt was it that my firstborn daughter was born on the same height as Mount Everest. You can interpret it that way. I saw that as a sign. It's just a little bit of information for you there. Serves no other purpose to today's video other than being a fascinating nugget of info. So next year she turns 18. Fast coming up in a few months' time, in fact. And then once she completes her college, high school education, if you like, she's going to be leaving the nest. She's going to be heading off to university and starting the rest of her life. Now, they do say with your kids that you only tend to get 17 summers with them, 17 Christmases. So this was probably her last ever Christmas with us, her family, as a child, because next year, 18, you know, she's an adult. And that brings me on to what I'm talking about. She's going to be off to university. So that adds its own financial pressure back onto my shoulders, back onto my wife's shoulders. We want to provide for her. We want to put her through university. We want to give her all the best possibilities and the best starts in life that we're able to. So this time, I've been thinking, what can I do now to start bringing in more income? What can I personally do? Because I can't just sit on the fence now. I need to ratchet up the pressure. I need to start earning more money. So something I've been thinking about and something I've been putting the wheels in motion of in the planning stages for a number of months now in the lead up to 2026, because my plan is to launch this imminently. In a couple of days' time, I'll be putting a video out talking about what it is exactly that I'm proposing to do, how you can become involved if you so wish, and how it can benefit you. Now, I think the majority of my viewers on this channel, as I've previously said, are in the 45 to 60 age bracket, mainly men. I don't know why that is. You think women would want to come and watch me, wouldn't you? Being the dashing, handsome person that I am, but no, clearly not. Apparently my videos seem to be it seems to be a lot of males that are watching the type of stuff I'm doing. Now, I think I've got quite a bit of life experience and a bit of calmness about me to put out a mentoring program. This is not going to be anything flashy or anything too in your face. This is literally going to be 10 spaces I'm looking for. I'm just looking to work with 10, probably 10 guys on an individual one-on-one basis. I'm thinking a 60-minute call once a month, and then I'll be there throughout the rest of the month, whether it's through a private messenger, you know, WhatsApp, anything like that, for you to reach out to me. Now, I'd love to work with 10 people. I'd love to be able to speak to you on it's not going to be coaching, it's not going to be therapy, it's not going to be anything pushy. It's literally going to be a really chilled conversation where I can hopefully give you some clarity, give you some sense of purpose, some sense of direction in your life. Because if you're in that bracket of being 45 to 60 and you are feeling a little bit lost, a little bit stifled, just feeling like there's something missing from your life, then you can get to know me. I can talk you through everything that I've done in my crazy, chaotic life to date and how those experiences can translate into a mentorship that might and hopefully will allow you to get a sense of gravitas and a sense of purpose with your own lives. Now, I'm not saying I've got it all together, because I haven't. But what I do have is 100% perspective on my life now and what I feel as though I can do and what I can offer and where I'm going in my own life, how I function on a daily basis, how every day now for me just seems to be full of colour and positivity because I've changed my frame of mind. The mindset that I now have is just so ultra clear and ultra sharp, and one of just such a positive go-get mentality. Yeah, I've got one foot in retirement, but I'm not fully ready to step away from that hamster wheel just yet. I feel as though at 52 years old, I've still got a wealth of expertise and a wealth of experience to put out there and to help somebody, someone. That could be you. So stay tuned for further information, because my big plan, my number one New Year's resolution is going to be getting this mentor program off the ground. And there'll be a short application that I'll link into future videos. And hopefully it's something that you might want to look at. If you're watching this video and you're thinking, hopefully this guy seems like a decent guy. He's the type of chap who I could easily sit in a coffee shop with, maybe even go to a pub with and share a pint over some good traditional banter, then great, because that's what I want. I want you to think that, and I need to be able to connect with you on a one-on-one basis and get a great rapport going. Like I say, it's not therapy and it's not going to be coaching. It's just going to be a very, very casual one-on-one conversation where I can hopefully allow you to discover the missing chink in your armor right now. So stay tuned for that, because on future video I'll talk more about it. The weather's completely getting worse and worse right here. The drizzle, I can't even see the lighthouse. I could see the lighthouse a moment ago, and now it's completely gone. It's been immersed in this thick layer of fog, mist and drizzle. So that to me says, and my camera's not waterproof. So I'm gonna have to stop the video here, put my camera away and say thanks for walking with me on the beach this very day, the 27th of December. 2025, 4 days to go before the start of 2026. Nail in your New Year's resolutions and hopefully come and join my mentor program. That's not a pushy sales pitch. There is only going to be 10 places. I just literally want to work with 10 people, because that's the ideal number for me. So there we go. Keep wondering, my eyeballs are freezing. I'll see you really soon on another video. Ugh.